Go up to her after 10 years and go, so how is it being married to a comedian? That woman or that man has to be so secure.
Yes, that's
in
the
who
key
they
word.
are.
Yep.
You see my wife. You met my wife. My wife is over it. Go to my wife and tell her you want to suck my dick.
She's going to say,
You know what my wife will say?
how long?
Take him, suck his dick, and take the laundry. You might as well do the laundry while you suck his dick.
Please.
Please. My wife will tell you.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't even, my wife let it go after like 3 years.
Really?
She had to. You have to let it go. She's involved. We're partners. She's my comedy. She does the paperwork. She makes the calls to the agents. She does the commercial. But as far as I don't
Stepping
want her.
back,
I don't want her at shows. I don't want to hold something back.
Because you feel you do that, yeah.
Me say something. Like, I took a shit in the backyard one time. I didn't tell her immediately. I told the joke a couple times. And then one day, after about a year later.
By the way.
You know.
A year later.
Yeah, that Powell back there.
Said, after we moved from that apartment, I said, hey, I took a shit in the backyard one day. And she said, was that shit that night that she came upstairs yelling that there was a bear in the yard? I said, yeah, that was the same thing.
How was the bear?
Yeah, most women can't. Most guys
can't. Yeah, like,
how the fuck am I gonna go on Facebook at 11 o'clock at night after I worked a 12-hour shift at the Dodge store? Get on there, and there you are with your cutoff shirt, looking fine in a motherfucker, and me and Leah hugging you.
Yeah.
Think about that. So that's why I give it to porno husbands. Those women
I can't
are
even
sucking
imagine.
dick,
Yeah.
coming area, and they're like, all right, what do you want for dinner? What do you want for dinner?
Yeah.
How about fucking antibiotics and fucking and that shit
Some
you put
Lysol
on?
wipes.
That shit you put on and bubbles up. What's that liquid that you put up and it bubbles up all the infections?
Peroxide.
Peroxide.
And monkey blood, turpentine, all of that. Get all the infection out.
Those 5 years, were they hard for you?
Very hard.
Where's your ex now?
He's in Houston. Yeah.
You communicate?
We still communicate because the fact my brother told me this because it was so funny. My family, we from the South. My mother was the oldest of 4 boys. So all my family's been married for 100 years. So they don't believe motherfucker can stab you in your throat, drag you down the street and fuck a bitch in front of your face. And they like, well, you need to work it out. So my brother was like, you know what? He showed up at a comedy show and my brother didn't know. I didn't have time to tell him. And he just said, hey, whatever you decide, if we love him, I love him. If you hate him, I hate him. But you don't make another, if he wants to be with you and he wants to work this shit out, you don't make another big gesture. Because I moved out here and then I moved back to Houston. And then when it didn't work out, I moved back. So we've been in communication, but I'm like, if you want to make this work, you got to come out here because I'm not moving anymore because I'm really, really blessed to even be able to get back into comedy because when you leave LA, you don't get, a lot of people don't get to come back. This is hard. Like I like did some things I ain't proud of to get back here.
You know when you leave the line and go to the bathroom,
Man.
you come back and you're like, that was my spot. And they're like, no, it ain't.
And that's,
you got to start the fucking
and that's
back
exactly
again.
what I had to do.
Because by the time you left and you came back,
it was a whole
1,000 motherfuckers moved here.
That's exactly
1,000
it.
motherfuckers moved here.
So I'm really blessed with that part to be able to get back. And we communicate. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm older, so it ain't shit in these streets. I don't have time for the games. I don't have time. No, you can't borrow my car. No, you can't. Now, if you my man and we've been rocking, you can have whatever I have. And I'll even get out there in them trenches with you to help. But if you just somebody trying to date me, these brothers that nowadays and white boys, just men, you know, let me borrow your car. Can I borrow some money? Or can you help me get on this show? Man, I'm out here struggling myself. So it's nothing out here as far as like dating, especially in California. I said I need to go to New York or to Texas to find, because I like men. I like men. I don't need nobody that I can look at and be like, I bet you I can open hand slap the shit out of him. I can't have that because I'm the bitch that'll push it that far. So I need a man, and preferably nobody in the industry. Like I want a man who got my hands don't need to be rougher than theirs. Like I get it, your hands probably a little soft from the lotion and shit, and I understand that. But I need it to be a callus somewhere. Just one. You got? Let me see.
I got some. They're a little small.
Yeah, they
jerk it off.
Yeah. They soft, and that's okay. I want you to get exhausted, but I need a man. I need a man, like a man.
It's so crazy when you say the word man. When you're 18, you think you're a man.
Yeah.
Like you walk around telling bitches I'm a motherfucking man and shit. And I didn't become a man until I got off cocaine. When I was 44 years old, 45 years old, I became a man.
Really? You think?
I know for a fact.
Wow.
I know for a fact. There's a definition to a man.
Yeah.
And that's to just be an all-around good guy, support his wife.
Yeah. Provide.
Be a good husband to your wife.
Listen.
Listen, we're all fucking sinners and we're all going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you a bunch of shit I'm not, but the difference between this marriage and my first marriage is night and day.
Really?
You know? And a week before my mother died, she got mad at me and she said, all I want you to do is grow up to be a man. And I always knew what she, and then when I found her dead, it rang in my head. And she wasn't talking about fucking bitches or being money or nothing like that. Being a man is just a certain quality.
Yeah.
It's a certain thing. And I just became a man. And since the 45, now I'm 56, now I've been a man for 11 fucking years.
You look good, Joy.
Huh?
You look good.
It's not even about looking good.
I know, but I'm saying for 56, you look great.
It's really weird that I now I'm a man. Before that, I wasn't a man at all. I couldn't control myself. I couldn't support a family. Couldn't support a family. I'm not ashamed to say that.
Yeah.
Couldn't support a family. Couldn't do nothing. A man looks, you spit out 3 kids, you better get ready to have 3 fucking jobs.
There.
You know what? That football you used to watch on Sunday, that don't exist no more.
Yeah. Let's go get it.
Take that T-shirt and give it back because I don't know what you're talking about. You know, men look at things. Men look at things that need to be done,
and they do it.
them.
They
This
get it
needs
done.
to be done.
Yeah.
This is not tomorrow. This is not today. This is not. This is right now.
And
Right now. Get
unfortunately,
up
with
right now.
ours, he had a business. He had a daycare, and I saw him work this from 0 students to 300. But the problem, you made this very good comment, like about before you joined the mafia, you didn't have your family. When I used to date him way back in the day, I was a school teacher. I was working at a collection agency. So then we got back together years later, and I said, oh, I'm a comedian. He's like, and if you've never heard of me, you're like, oh, okay. So I'm going on the road everywhere I can. I'm hunting stages. So instead of him sticking home to stay with his business, he started following me on the road. And then the business started to fall short. And then he lost the business. And I don't care we've had heated arguments, and it's my fault. I'm out here supporting your dreams and following your dreams, but you don't care about my dreams.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So my 5 years was tough, man.
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.